Good Tuesday morning. How you doing? Well, I'll give you a little update on the computer problems here. We really don't know what is going on with the old computer and why it's shutting down, but we got the new Dell 790 working good, and I want to thank two people for helping me with this. First of all, I had some online help with Jim Asbell. When I had the Cat5 internet wire connected, which I figured would be the right way to do when you set up Windows 10, this is Windows 10 Pro, by the way, we got to a point where they wanted us to produce, I guess, I don't know, a child account, okay, which we don't want to do. We don't need to do it. There was no option out of that. You couldn't back it up or skip it. You couldn't. So we just threw in my wife's date of birth, and obviously that didn't work. So Jim had suggested shutting down the computer. In other words, it was in the process of setting up Windows 10 Pro, and there was quite a few steps. We had to shut it down properly, take out the Cat5 internet cable, then start the whole process up again. This way, we got a little message on the bottom left-hand corner that Jim says click on it. It says start without internet. I do not have internet. We did that, and we didn't get that forcing you to create a child account, which we did not want to do. We got through all that, and thanks to Jim, we got it all up and working. Then, a lot of frustration there, a lot of frustration. My eyes, no good. I can't get my face close enough to the screen to see the things I need to see. Some of the print is working, large enough that I can read it. Others, so tiny, and then you get things that flash up on the screen too, so you don't know what that's about. Anyways, we got all that done. The next day, my good friend Leo, Lionel as I know him by, I've known for years, he came over and copied the information from the other hard drive in the old computer, the older Dell 790, took out the hard drive, which was easy to do, and put it in the adapters thing that I have, and he transferred the data. Because of my piss poor eyesight, I can't see the directories in there. I just can't get the print big enough, and I can't get my face close to the monitor like I can in the bedroom. So thanks to him, he was able to do that. We got that all working good, okay? So everything is working good, with the exception of adding more memory to the new computer. The new computer, and I'm going to show you some snapshots shortly, a screenshot rather, which is on the video computers, okay? Of the RAM that's in the new computer, okay? The speed of the RAM shows 12,800, okay? That's what shows on the little label on the RAM chip itself that's in the computer, okay? So it has two 4 gigs, so it has 8 gigs. That's what the computer comes with, is 8 gigs. So on the older Dell, on the other Dell, I'm going to call it the old Dell, there's both 790s, the one that kept shutting down, there was 2 4 gig sticks in it, which did work, but as I said, the computer keeps shutting down. And we still don't know why it's doing it. We thought it was the RAM. So what Leo did, and even Leo had trouble getting the RAM in, it's not easy putting RAM in a full-size desktop. The slots are so hard to see. He's got better eyes than me, but he had a struggle with it too, but he got it in. So the computer was working good with the 8 gigs of RAM. We made sure that that was working good, no problems. We got the Windows 10 Pro all set up, and we got the data transferred over from the, copied over, the pictures and the stuff she downloaded and a few other things. She didn't have any videos and she didn't have any music in her computer, just photos. So all that was working. So what we did next is figured we'd try to put the 2 4 gig RAM in from the other computer. Okay. Now on this new Dell 790, there's 2 sticks of 4 gig RAM that came with it is in the white slots, not in the black, but in the whites. Okay, guess it don't matter. So we pulled out the 2 4 gig and we put them in the black slots of the new Dell 790. Okay. Turned the computer on. Monitor did not come on. The fans ran in the computer, but the monitor did not come on. So it's the same RAM. It says on it 12,800. So that's the speed. I'll show you that. I'll show you that in the shop. I'll get some close-ups in a minute here. So we took them out, and of course she shut the computer off. We took them out and just left the 2 4 gigs in there that came with the new computer, and it booted right up with no problem. So I guess it's bad RAM. Maybe that's why the other computer was shutting down. We don't know. Then we tried the 2 RAM sticks, 4 gigs, that I got a couple years ago that I said the place sent us the wrong RAM. Well, we looked at the specs on that, and that says 12,800 also. So the speed is the same. We put that in, computer would not boot up. That was the same problem I had when I got that RAM. So what we did next is simply take the 2 RAM sticks that were in the old 790, which were 2 gigs each, and we put those in the black slots of the new 790. And now we got 12 gigs of RAM instead of 8, so that's where she's at right now. So right now, we do not know why the old computer was shutting down. It could be RAM, it may not be, I don't know. The only way I'm going to know is to spend the money to buy more RAM, two 4 gig sticks for a Dell 790, 240 pin, 12,800 speed, and hope it works. And they're 1.5 volts. Okay, so the voltage is correct. I don't think we're going to go that way, because right now the old Dell 790 is sitting in the front room on the floor with no RAM in it at all. Okay, the hard drive is put back in. And that's it. Let me show you in the shop close-ups of the RAM that we're dealing with. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is a snapshot from the video I made called Computers, 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 and a shot of the label on the RAM that came with the new Dell 790 Optiplex. Okay? If you look at that, which is going to be on the screen very shortly here, it shows you 12,800 speed. Okay? And apparently everything else is the same as what's in there. Okay. So here goes that screenshot right now. This is the memory that's supposed to be in there. In this case, it's 4 gigs. There's 2 4 gig sticks in there with those specs on it. So here it is. Okay, what you're looking at now is a label from the 4 gig sticks that were in the old 790 Optiplex. Okay? That's the specs for that. We figure that these sticks perhaps were defective, and that's why they were shutting down. We put these chips in the new Dell 790, and the machine would not show anything on the screen. The monitor was blank. Coming up now is the RAM I ordered back in June of 2022. This is the shipping label for it. Computer Memory Solutions. That's the date we got it. This is the 2 4 gig sticks that were supposed to work in the Dell 790 Optiplex. All right? They would not work. Upside down, of course, damn eyes. Okay? Here it is. These would not work in either computer. $240 pins. They plug in, but when you put them in, the computer will not work. The screen stays black. No display. So, we got all this memory, 4 gig sticks. So when you order memory, I just have to remember maybe not to order from them. There are other places that sell memory, but some places that sell memory are saying that a Dell Optiplex 790 will take 32 gigs. It will not. It'll only take 16. So the ones that say the computer will take 32 gigs, I would not buy from. However, I probably won't buy from this. When we got the first RAM for it, it was working good. So, these are brand new from this company back in June of 2022. and they will not work in either computer. It prevents them from booting up. These two were the ones that were in the old Dell 790. Originally, they did work for a few years. We had this computer, I think she said 2019. So these worked, okay? So I don't know. We don't know why the old computer, we thought maybe it was the RAM, but why would the computer work good for a day and then not work? But anyways, right now, the old Dell 790 will not go at all. It will not boot at all. So I have no other RAM to try it out. The problem is, as you saw on the spec sheets here, which I have to get my magnifier, it's saying, well, on this particular one, it don't say 12,800. It just says 1333 megahertz. 1.5 volts on the, I guess that's what that stands for. And on these, I don't know if you can read through the label or not. I really don't know. I am so damn confused with this stuff. This is why we take our computers to a computer shop. So right now, I don't know why the old Dell 790 is closing down. I don't know. I would have to spend the big bucks, bring it to a computer shop, and let them put memory in it, and let them figure it out. I don't want to do that. She's got a working computer now. It could still be something else wrong with it. But this is the update on it. So thank you again to Jim Asbell and to my buddy Lionel for getting her computer working for her. The big mystery as to why the other one's shutting down, we don't know, because I don't have any proper RAM to try anything out. These RAMs will not work in the new Dell 790. I don't know why. Something could have happened to these, because these did work in her old 790. These never worked in her old 790, and it will not work in the new 790. Thanks for watching.